Okay, so my project came from the Material World strand in the Stage 3 syllabus. So students were conducting a design and make project in which they investigate ways in which to make a balloon-powered vehicle. Through their investigations into materials and structures for the vehicle construction, they will develop their skills in design, creativity and collaboration. They were able to represent and describe the physical changes they observe when they investigate and experiment with air and thrust. The project will expand on current scientific views about physical changes and promote discussions surrounding scientific concepts.
So to begin the project, we attached straws to balloons, and we talked about how thrust is a pushing force created by energy where the air pushes on other air. So in the balloon car experiment, thrust comes from the energy of the elastic rubber balloon shrinking back to size and forcing the air out. The air forced out pushes on the air surrounding the balloon and moves the balloon car forward. The students seemed to really struggle with this concept and couldn't really get their head around it, but given the time constraints, we couldn't really go into that much more detail. So in hindsight, if I were to do this lesson again, I'd go into much more depth and I'd use other examples as well, such as rocket ships and fire extinguishers, and not just balloons.
As you can see in this video, the design didn't move. Most of the students weren't able to propel their design in the first design phase. After attaching a straw to a balloon and watching it take off along the floor, the students were really keen to just attach the straw and balloon to a water bottle in the hope that it would do the same thing with the bottle attached. As you can see, it didn't. Also, every group of students focused on using a water bottle as their vehicle. This was fine considering it gave students a controlled variable, and there was also a time constraint on the design and make process which was placed on the lesson by my cooperating teacher. If it were my own class, I would spend more time on designing and testing different vehicles and materials. So as you're about to see in this video, the students get really excited when they finally get their balloon-powered water bottle to move. In the first lot of testing, all the children seem to attach their straw and balloon to the outside of the water bottle. Yet the girls displayed in the video found that if they cut a hole in the bottom and fed the straw through the middle, that it would work a lot better, as you can see now. I didn't over-specify the task, which I think really made the students take ownership of it. I didn't set out any design elements that the students had to use, such as how they were going to attach balloons, as you can see in the video. This non-specification is highly recommended by Mawson 2007. The collaboration of the students working in pairs was seemingly another strength of the learning process. The students had vast amounts of discussions on what was working and what they could implement in their design that students around them were doing. Hennessy and Murphy echo this, highlighting the importance of providing opportunities for group work and feedback sessions during which design ideas can be discussed and developed in producing quality outcomes. Overall, I believe that the teaching and learning experience was a success. They planned and implemented a design process in making their balloon-powered cars and used a range of tools to produce solutions to the problem of the car not travelling forward, thereby achieving outcome ST3-5WT. In the altercation planning of their designs, they were also working towards achieving outcome ST3-13MW by recognising how certain properties of the materials they were using could help their vehicle's performance. In saying this, there were definitely areas of the lesson which could have been improved or covered in more depth, especially using a greater variety of materials. However, there were constraints placed on the lesson, and this lesson sequence wouldn't make up the entirety of work undertaken on the Material World strand.